Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we are going to be unboxing and setting up the Luba 2 all-wheel drive 3000. Let's get right into it.
The spring season has come and the grass is growing fast now. Fast enough that it needs to be mowed often to prevent grass from growing too tall. We also needed some help with keeping the grass height in check. So we bought the Mammotion Luba 2 all-wheel drive 3000 mower to mow the grass as required. This specific mower fit our needs of being able to mow on the steep hill with around a 30 to 35 degree slope in the backyard, being able to mow around half an acre of grass, and not requiring a perimeter wire used to identify lawn borders to operate. The perimeter wire is used to define the boundaries within which a robotic lawnmower operates on its own. There are other mowers like the Husqvarna 435X all-wheel drive, the Works Landroid L, the Goat G1, and the Mammotion Luba 1 that we also considered buying instead of the Mammotion Luba 2. Here is a snapshot of their comparison on the screen. Considering these other mowers, starting with the Husqvarna 435X all-wheel drive, this mower is able to mow hills up to a 70% or 35 degree slope, good enough for mowing the hill in our backyard. It also is good for mowing lawns up to 0.9 acres, more than what we need to mow. The problem is that this mower requires the installation of perimeter wires so the mower knows where the mowing area is, and the mowers Husqvarna makes that don't need perimeter wire cannot mow hills as steep as the one in our backyard. Next is the Works Landroid L, capable of mowing half an acre, and this mower uses GPS, which is Global Positioning System, that uses satellites to determine where it has to mow on your lawn and identify boundaries. GPS, or Global Positioning System, is a satellite-based navigation system that provides location and time information anywhere on Earth. This mower can mow hills with a slope no greater than 35% or 20 degrees. Not enough for our hill. It also cannot mow in straight lines while all the other mowers we considered buying can. Finally, there is the EcoVax Goat G1 that uses GPS, inertial navigation, and a variety of sensors and cameras to mow the lawn. This mower can mow up to 0.4 acres at a maximum slope of 45% or 24 degrees. Again, not enough. The Mammotion Luba 2 all-wheel drive 3000 mower can mow around 3/4 of an acre and can mow hills no steeper than 38 degrees or 80% slope, and it does not require perimeter wire, so it fits our needs. Now comparing the Luba 2 and the Luba 1, the differences between this and the Luba 1 are that this mower can mow an 80% slope, which is 38 degrees, and the Luba 1 can mow a 75% slope, which is 36 degrees. Other differences are that the Luba 2 has a 3D vision system, better theft protection, a better positioning system, and a H variant for tall grass. They also have different front wheels, The Luba 1 has the same front wheels as its rear wheels. Meanwhile, the Luba 2 has different front wheels than its rear wheels. They also have different looking RTK reference stations. The Luba 1 RTK looks like this. The Luba 2's RTK looks like this. Cool features of the mower are that this lawnmower uses RTK positioning, which is real-time kinematic, to know where it is, and RTK is basically GPS, with the mower's charging base giving additional data to the mower to make the already existing GPS positioning more accurate, and no perimeter wire is required. It is all-wheel drive, meaning all wheels are powered by a motor, which allows it to mow over many obstacles and on steep hills without problems. It has springs and shock absorbers, allowing it to absorb bumps on the grass. The mower has a 15.7-inch cutting deck width, allowing it to cut more grass with every pass on the lawn. The blades used to cut are replaceable, so when the blades are no longer sharp enough for cutting, they can easily be replaced. It also uses a camera to navigate when it cannot establish a satellite connection, so it won't get lost while mowing. These are all the items that came in the box. We found the box to be a little dented, but everything inside it was packaged neatly and there was no damage. This is the Luba's front bumper. 3D vision camera. Screws, a SIM ejector, and an Allen wrench. The safety pins. A pack of extra blades and screws. These are ground pegs. The RTK reference station. The RTK reference station's antenna. This is a pole for the RTK reference station. The second pole for the RTK reference station. The garden stake for the RTK. Top pieces or covers. Wire clips. The Luba's charging station. Power supply for the charging station and RTK. The power supply cable. Additional power supply for the wall-mounted RTK. Power supply cable that attaches to it. Quick start guide or instructions manual. Charging station screws and an Allen wrench. The screwdriver. The other parts required for mounting the reference station on the wall are sold separately. It includes an L-shaped bracket, installation screws, and wall adhesive. To set up the mower, we first find a place to put the mower's charging station and to put the reference station, which is what allows the mower to navigate by RTK. This place is near an electrical outlet and is outside. Once we found the place, we used the screws given to mount the charging base on the ground. There were extra screws that we did not need. We then started putting the RTK reference station together, first by attaching the reference station to the steel poles and then attaching it all to a small black stake. Pushing the garden stake into the ground was really tricky, as it did not go in straight, and the entire thing would become slanted when we tried to push it in. We also attached the antenna to the reference station. We then connected one of the charging station's cables together and the reference station's cable together. and we connected the other charging station's cable to the power supply cable, which we then plugged in. We then put the mower onto the charging station and let it charge. We also made sure the orange safety pin is installed at the back of the mower, as without it the mower will not work. We then connected the mower to the Wi-Fi and to the phone's Bluetooth. Connecting it to Bluetooth took a few tries. After that, we manually mapped the perimeter of our lawn by controlling the lawnmower with the phone and controlling it alongside the lawn's boundary. Controlling it at first was tricky, especially when we had to control it near the garden beds and the fence. This is what mapping looks like on the app. Remember that if you move the RTK station, you will have to remap everything. We also tried manually mowing by controlling the mower from the phone, which also was hard at first, but later we got the hang of it. The mower easily cut up the grass, especially tall parts of it, into pieces as if the mower devoured it. We finally set up some no-go zones, and at this point, controlling the mower became easy. We quickly controlled it around the no-go zones to map its perimeter, and in under 3 minutes, the zones were mapped. The mower is now ready to mow on its own. This is the area that will be mowed. The lawn on the left is the neighbor's, and our lawn is on the right. Now the Luba mows. The mow height is 2 inches or 50 millimeters. Talking about some setbacks of the mower, owners have also reported the mower not mowing by itself sometimes after manually controlling it to mow for some duration and setting it back to mow automatically. The bumper is tricky to install on the mower, and not installing it well will cause the mower to not work properly. The bumper is known to fall off while mowing if not installed well. It also sometimes beeps and goes in reverse because the ultrasonic sensors on it are a little sensitive to long grass, and it might mistake the long grass for obstacles it can't touch, which can be fixed by changing the sensitivity of the sensors on the ass. Not cleaning the sensor on the mower's bumper might cause the bumper to not work as it should, which can stop the mower from mowing. If the mower is not working properly, a power cycle, which involves pressing the power button for 5 seconds to turn the mower off, removing the orange safety key on the back of the mower, waiting 30 seconds, putting it back in and powering the mower back on can fix issues. A factory reset can also be done, but it's only when necessary, as doing it resets everything you've changed about the mower to what it was set in the factory before you got it. This mower can experience Wi-Fi connection issues if you are connecting it to a different band of Wi-Fi than what you use on your phone, like using 2.4 GHz and connecting the mower to 5 GHz Wi-Fi. Here is what the lawn looks like after mowing. The mower looks like a Formula 1 car, and we think it needs stickers to look more like a race car. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Let us know your experience with your mower. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Take care and bye bye.